What's going on today, guys? So the new Batman vs. Superman trailer just dropped, I'd say about 17 hours ago, and I'm now here to talk about it to you guys in review form. I'm not really going to do more of like a reaction because I'm not really big on that. My reaction usually isn't just that big, but I like to review the trailer for you guys and show you some of the trailer. One thing that I'm going to state that I think is a positive and at the same time kind of a negative is that throughout the second half of the trailer, they tried to show a little too much. So our film starts with Bruce Wayne driving to this convention or whatever, and Clark Kent immediately asks someone who may be his assistant, who is that? His assistant's like, I don't know, he's probably late or something. And Bruce Wayne is obviously Batman, and he's a billionaire, so he's definitely going to be the most noticed at that party. And what I love about the scene is just the amount of wit and banter that goes on between these two characters. Kind of like Iron Man and Captain America for Captain America Civil War. Also in the scene, we're introduced to Lex Luthor, who says the trailer's best line.
Pleasure. Ow! Wow, that is a good grip. You should not pick a fight with this person.
One quick thought is Jesse Eisenberg. The man's amazing. I love The Social Network, and if you guys have seen my channel, you guys may know that it's one of my favorite movies of all time. That dude sold it in that movie as Mark Zuckerberg. He owned that role. But unfortunately, I just don't know if he's the right person to play Lex Luthor. There's something about him that just doesn't feel right to me. I mean, sure, he could portray him like with an excellent performance, but it's truly the actions that Lex Luthor could take, and I'm wondering, is Jesse Eisenberg the right person to play him? Now, going back to the banter between Bruce Wayne and Clark Kent, I really like that they're continuously punching each other in the back by talking about their occurrences and how people view them as vigilantes. Some of them view them as gods or someone who could bring hope to their city, and others think that they're just a mess and they need to be taken care of. And Bruce Wayne says a great line to Clark Kent about having foes dressed like clowns. It's so subtle the way Clark just looks at him with a blank stare for about 3 seconds. So then as we're trotting along, we cut to Superman now going to court because apparently he's going to be questioned because people think that he's an alien who has mass destruction in his mind and may want to just kill people because in Man of Steel, that man destroyed Metropolis. Like, no matter how much you say he saved it, he kind of didn't. Bruce Wayne was there. Now, when I saw Man of Steel, I never would have thought of that. I was just looking at Superman just punching the hell out of Zod. I wasn't thinking that Bruce Wayne was just going to show up and he was there when the destruction of Gotham happened. Now, in this trailer, Superman is at this desert site where Batman is, and he ends up removing his mask, revealing his identity, which I think is great. And we see what for me is the most entertaining moments in the entire trailer is Batman and Superman going at it, and I will be very entertained when I see that in the theater, despite the fact that I think they showed a little too much of that fighting. Now granted, the shots look really cool, and I think Zack Snyder listened to some of the people's complaints and turned down the graining effect, but it's still there. However, I really like these fight scenes. They look really good, well constructed, no shaky cam work at all. And what I love is Alfred's response to Bruce's comment about going after Superman.
You're gonna go to war. You know you can't win this. It's suicide.
And then, of course, the creation of Doomsday. Now, this is where I'm going to state my last flaw, but that's going to be later on in this review. But I really like this scene, though. I like the creation of him. Unfortunately, I just don't think we need it, and I'm going to sum that up at the end of this review. I really think it's interesting that Lex is going to use possibly Zod's DNA to create Doomsday, which I think is really cool. And then, of course, the addition of Wonder Woman with her shield, and with all honesty, guys, I kind of like Gal Gadot. I think she'll be a good Wonder Woman, and I think that she didn't need to be over-sexualized. And I really like her costume because it's not going to be, distracting for the male audience, myself included. I think that she is sexy, but I don't think that she's over-sexualized. And that's what I liked about the Wonder Woman costume ever since the first day I saw it. And I love how Superman says to Batman,
"She with you?"
I thought she was with you.
Well, guys, that was the trailer for Batman vs. Superman. And to be honest, I liked it, despite a couple of problems that I think are a big issue. And for one, I believe that they showed us too much. This trailer didn't need to be 3 minutes long. I think that they should not have shown Doomsday. That would have been cool to be sitting in the theater just being completely mind-blown with the creation of Doomsday with Zod's formula or DNA. I also think that the grain effect is still visible. That's something that I really didn't like from Man of Steel, was that there was too much film grain, and that kind of detracted from the story. I also feel like I know exactly how the movie's going to go. Bruce Wayne and Clark Kent are going to meet, they're going to have an argument, Lex Luthor's going to be introduced, Wonder Woman's going to have some kind of cameo before she transforms into Wonder Woman. Batman and Superman are going to fight in the second act of the movie. And then the third act, all three of them are going to team up to face against Doomsday. That's how I think the movie's going to play out. Now, am I going to be correct with this assumption? Probably, probably not. I have no idea. I'm not trying to prove myself to be Mr. Right here. I just think that that's, unfortunately, what I know about how the movie's going to go. And this is just my opinion and my assumption. But guys, despite a couple flaws with the grain, not being completely sure if Eisenberg is going to be right for Lex Luthor, and just some of the shots that just didn't need to be there, I actually like this trailer. I do. I am not as excited for this movie as I am for Captain America Civil War, because I have more of an affinity for the Marvel side, because I enjoy Marvel a little bit more personally. However, I still am excited for this movie, and we'll definitely see it when it comes out. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and I actually enjoy doing these trailer reviews. They're actually pretty fun. I get to go into trailers, and I just write down some stuff, analyze it, and then just talk to you guys about it. But you guys are awesome. Thank you for watching again, and stay tuned.